Hi, I'm Rita Crandall and this is Vbite. And wow, tonight I want to talk about something that happened today. I did that challenge yesterday about, picking somebody from any time frame that you were curious about and about what you could learn from them. And a friend of mine, Renee, who does some of our artwork here, wrote in about Gabrielle, who was a really fascinating woman from the Napoleon era. But because of her, I found a website that is really neat. It's historyandwomen.com. And on that website, I found a woman that I've pretty much spent all day with. Her name is, she was born Mary Dublier, and she changed her name to Josie Arlington. And she was a madam here in the French Quarter, or in New Orleans, just outside of the French Quarter on Basin Street, which is, really just bordering the quarter here. And what an interesting story. I couldn't get enough of finding out more and more about her. But then I wanted to go find out where that brothel was, because it was a really neat story. She actually built it. It's 16 rooms, and the architecture looked amazing. But my friend Google Earthed it, and it looks like it's a big old building now, so I can't go there. But she also has, she bought, it burnt down, and then she redid it. And with the money, because she almost died in that fire, she actually bought a tomb here. And this was what was so interesting to me. When she finally passed away, she was buried in that tomb. And this is so neat. I want to go visit here. It says, meanwhile, at the tomb, people began to report seeing the tomb busting into flames in the middle of the night. And then, it's hard for me to read this right now, but basically the grave keepers found that there's a statue in front of the tomb that resembled all the virgins that she saved. One of her main objectives was that she would not let a virgin become a hooker. And so this statue at the front of her tomb resembled all the women that she saved. And they say that they see that statue walking around the graveyard at night. That just sounds pretty cool. Anyway, she was a pretty interesting person and a big part of New Orleans at the time. But this website is really interesting. Again, it's historyandwomen.com, and they have entrepreneurs and adventurers, and I researched a lot of different people. It was pretty interesting. A lot of very unusual women through our time frame. So check that out. And then I want to talk a little bit about our famous fortune candles. We've been making these here in New Orleans at the boutique since we opened the store here in 2003. And this is one of the styles that we make. But each candle has a different, have many charms inside. So when you melt it, they appear, and each charm will mean something to you because we choose the right candle for you. We ask you a few questions and then match up with the right one. And even if you buy them online, we'll ask you a few questions and then send you the candle that makes more sense to you. And I know a lot of you have repeat candles from us. So check them out online at feelthebite.com. I'm Rita Crandall for Vbite, and we'll see you tomorrow night.